Maris Ellington saw more than a killer whale. She saw a soul. To her, the orca was not just a magnificent creature of the sea, but a sentient being with emotions and intelligence that paralleled our own. Her journey into marine biology was a calling, not a career choice. From a young age, Maris felt an irresistible pull towards the ocean, a force that guided her every decision and shaped her future. Growing up near Washington's coast, she felt an unexplainable connection to the wild orcapods. The sight of these majestic animals navigating the cold, choppy waters filled her with a sense of wonder and purpose. This love for the ocean's greatest predator defined her life and dreams. She spent countless hours studying their behavior, learning their communication patterns, and understanding their social structures. Her passion was a powerful force, driving her every day. It was this passion that led her to pursue a degree in marine biology, and later, a career dedicated to the study and preservation of orcas. Friends recall her eyes lighting up when she spoke about orcas. Her enthusiasm was infectious, inspiring those around her to care about these incredible creatures as much as she did. She volunteered at marine rescue centers, aiming to be close to these animals. Her work involved not just caring for injured marine life, but also educating the public about the importance of marine conservation. Maris believed understanding orcas could help protect them. She meticulously documented their behavior, hoping her research would contribute to better conservation strategies. This belief led her to Ocean Kingdom, a renowned marine park. Here she hoped to gain deeper insights into the lives of orcas and use this knowledge to advocate for their protection. There she formed an extraordinary bond with Tilikum, the largest male orca. Their relationship was built on mutual respect and understanding, a connection that transcended the boundaries between species. Colleagues noted their unique trust, built on mutual respect. They marveled at how Tilikum responded to Maris, recognizing her as a friend and ally. Maris's dedication was total. Her life revolved around the whales. She spent long hours analyzing footage, observing their interactions, and ensuring their well-being. She documented their behavior and fought for better conditions. Her advocacy extended beyond the park, as she campaigned for improved living conditions and greater protections for orcas in captivity. Maris saw herself as a guardian, bridging humans and orcas. She believed that by fostering a deeper understanding and respect for these animals, she could help ensure their survival. It was a role she embraced wholeheartedly, unaware of the tragic price it would demand. Her commitment was unwavering, even as it led her into uncharted and sometimes dangerous waters. Her deep emotional investment was her greatest strength and potential blind spot. She poured her heart and soul into her work, often at the expense of her own well-being. She was more than a trainer. She was a guardian of the orca world. Her legacy is a testament to the profound impact one person can have on the lives of these magnificent creatures. Ocean Kingdom was a world of spectacle and wonder. At its heart was the Blue Cathedral, where Maris worked. The main pool was a vast expanse of crystal-clear water. For Maris, it was her sanctuary and stage. Her day began with buckets of fish, not applause. Trainers inspected facilities and prepared diets before the park opened. Morning hours were crucial for bonding with the animals. These moments were the foundation of trust for public performances. The environment was a mix of natural wonder and artificiality. Pools were enormous by human standards, but tiny for orcas. Maris spoke about the need for constant enrichment. Trainers used toys and complex sessions to combat monotony. Behind the scenes, there was intense focus and camaraderie. Trainers relied on each other completely, knowing the risks. The trust among trainers was as vital as with the whales. Danger felt distant, a theoretical problem rather than an imminent threat. Working with killer whales is a dance with nature's most powerful predators. In captivity, their natural instincts are suppressed but never disappear. Trainers read subtle signs of agitation or frustration in the whales. Ignoring these whispers could have serious consequences. The job required constant vigilance and understanding. Challenges of captivity were becoming more apparent. Maris noted changes in Tilikum's behavior, small acts of defiance. The history of orcas in captivity is dotted with aggression incidents. Most events were framed as trainer error or minor accidents. Maris was a top-tier trainer, known for her caution. The relationship between trainer and orca is a paradox. Built on positive reinforcement, it's not a friendship between equals. The trainer holds the keys. The whale is a dependent. Frustration or a perceived challenge can trigger predatory instincts. The whisper can become a shout, turning a partner into a force of nature. October 9, 2025 began like any other day at the Blue Cathedral, the city's renowned marine park. The sun rose gently over the glassy dome, casting golden light across the entrance as staff prepared for another busy day of shows and visitors. Maris Ellington, a seasoned trainer known for her deep bond with the animals, led the noon show with Tilikum, the park's largest and most famous orca. She moved with confidence and grace, her every gesture met with applause. The audience, a mix of families and school groups, watched in awe as Maris and Tilikum performed together. The performance was seamless, Tilikum responding to her signals with precision. Each trick seemed effortless, a testament to years of training and trust. For the final segment, Maris moved to a shallow ledge, a spot reserved for the show's most intimate moments. She lay close to Tilikum, speaking in gentle tones, her hand resting on his massive head. The connection between them was palpable, a quiet trust built over countless hours together. The audience watched, captivated by the tender moment unfolding before them, unaware of the danger that sometimes lurks beneath the surface. Suddenly, in a flash of movement, Tilikum grabbed Maris, pulling her with terrifying force into the deep pool. The music stopped abruptly, replaced by gasps, shouts, and a rising sense of confusion and horror among the crowd. Maris was pulled under the water, her arm breaking the surface only briefly before she was dragged down again, vanishing from sight. Trainers rushed to the pool's edge, alarms blaring across the park as emergency protocols snapped into action. They threw fish and nets into the water, desperate to distract Tilikum and coax him to release Maris, but nothing seemed to work. The massive orca was unresponsive, circling the pool with Maris still in his grasp, ignoring every command and plea. Panic swept through the stands as the audience rushed away in shock, some in tears, others frozen in disbelief at the unfolding tragedy. The Blue Cathedral, once a place of wonder and joy, was transformed in an instant into a scene of terror and helplessness. Maris Ellington's final performance ended not with applause, but with heartbreak and silence. The well-rehearsed emergency protocols, practiced countless times, proved tragically ineffective in the face of real danger. The dream job that had inspired so many had, in a single moment, turned into a nightmare that would haunt the Blue Cathedral forever. Chaos ensued after Maris was pulled into the water. Trainers became desperate rescuers, using every tool and technique. Emergency calls were made, but paramedics could only wait. Tilikum was in control, ignoring all attempts to distract him. It took nearly 30 minutes to maneuver him into a smaller pool. By then it was too late. Maris was pronounced dead at the scene. The aftermath was silent shock, the area a secured crime scene. Trainers huddled together, their dream job a nightmare. The unraveling of the public's love affair with captive whales had begun. The tragedy exposed the dark side of the spectacle. The Dine with Shamu show, once a highlight for families and animal lovers, became a memory of horror that would haunt everyone present. The laughter and excitement that filled the stadium were replaced in an instant by confusion and fear. Eyewitnesses provided chilling, unforgettable accounts of the event, their voices trembling as they recalled the chaos. Some described the surreal moment when joy turned to panic, while others struggled to find words for what they had seen. One minute, she was petting the whale, smiling for the crowd, and the next, the massive animal grabbed her with terrifying force. The audience watched in disbelief, unable to process what was happening. Initial confusion turned to terror as reality set in. Screams echoed through the stadium as people realized the severity of the situation. People started screaming, staff yelled to leave the area, and families clutched each other as they rushed for the exits. The sense of safety was shattered in seconds. Raw, shaky footage spread online within minutes, showing the brutal reality of the attack. The world watched in horror as the tragedy unfolded, unable to look away. Trainers provided statements of helplessness and desperation, their faces etched with shock. Many admitted they felt powerless, unable to intervene in time. "We train for this," one trainer said, "but you can never truly be prepared for a moment like that." The sense of responsibility weighed heavily on their shoulders. Tilly, the orca, was in a different place, ignoring all commands. The animal that had performed countless times before now seemed unreachable, lost in its own world. The emotional toll on witnesses and staff was immense. Many broke down in tears, unable to comprehend the violence they had just witnessed. Guests sought counseling, their vacation turned traumatic in a matter of moments. What was meant to be a day of wonder became a memory they wished they could erase. Trainers were devastated, forced to care for the animal that killed their friend. The bond they once cherished was now a source of pain and confusion. Eyewitness accounts stripped away the magic of the show, revealing the risks that had always lurked beneath the surface. They exposed the unpredictable danger beneath the surface, a reminder that these are wild animals, not performers. The public narrative shifted overnight, with protests and news crews questioning the ethics of captivity and the safety of such shows. The tragedy forced a reckoning with the industry's practices, sparking debates among executives and animal rights advocates alike. The once vibrant area was now a scene of silent shock, the echoes of laughter replaced by an uneasy stillness. For many, the dream job had turned into a nightmare, and the memory of that day would linger long after the crowds had gone. Experts were called to explain the tragedy. Dr. Lori Marino explained captivity breeds psychosis in orcas. Tillicum's troubled history highlighted the consequences of captivity. Experts argued the aggression was a symptom of a larger problem. The expert gaze forced the public to confront the dark side of the spectacle. Maris Ellington's death was a watershed moment. Public outrage created a firestorm Ocean Kingdom couldn't control. Animal rights organizations found a massive receptive audience. Protests were organized, and the hashtag #RethinkCaptivity trended. Ocean Kingdom announced trainers would no longer enter the water. Shows became less spectacular, focusing on education. Government investigations and new regulations followed. OSHA launched a full investigation, issuing citations and fines. Legal battles revealed a history of hidden accidents. The ripple effect spread through legal and regulatory systems. Ocean Kingdom ended its orca breeding program. The current generation of captive whales would be the last. The company pledged to phase out theatrical orca shows. Critics argued changes didn't go far enough, but it was a victory. Maris's death set in motion a chain of events changing marine parks forever. Maris Ellington's legacy is complex and layered. She is remembered as a dedicated animal lover and a hero. Her death became a powerful symbol for the anti-captivity movement. Her story critiques marine parks, highlighting ethical consequences. Changes following her death improved welfare and safety. Her sacrifice spurred a wave of change reshaping the industry. Her legacy is a tide pulling in two directions. It reminds us of the beauty and responsibility of holding orcas captive. Her life fostered a connection with these animals. Her death forced the world to question that connection.